The magician built a wall in the center of the stage, claiming he could pass through it using only his mind. As soon as his assistant pulled the screen shut, the man actually emerged on the other side. The audience was utterly amazed and demanded an encore. Reluctantly, he agreed to perform again. Once the screen was closed, he made a gesture, and his partner quickly activated a hidden mechanism. A small hole appeared in the floor, revealing the secret behind the wall-passing trick. The great magician, without a care for his dignity, crawled through the hole. Under the worried gaze of his wife, he stood up, twisting his waist to show he was unharmed. After straightening his clothes, he barely had time to acknowledge his wife's concern before striking a mysterious pose and reappearing before the audience. This time, the applause was even louder, and the crew behind the scenes felt immense satisfaction. After all, magic isn't sorcery, but Houdini believed that as long as it brought joy to people, it was meaningful. From then on, Houdini's fame grew exponentially. Even the Russian royal family invited him to perform at the Kremlin. Houdini boldly claimed he could grant their wishes. To everyone's astonishment, he first had the royals write their wishes on slips of paper, which he then collected. To make it more convincing, he asked the princess to randomly select one. No matter what the wish was, he promised to fulfill it. But when Houdini opened the slip, he realized he couldn't read Russian. This caused an uproar of laughter, and Rasputin, who had initially feared losing his influence, relaxed, thinking Houdini was nothing more than a clown. Unfazed, Houdini asked the queen to translate. However, after glancing at the slip, she declared the wish impossible to fulfill. It asked for the Kremlin's bell to ring again, but the bell hadn't sounded in centuries. The rope was gone, and the staircase to reach it no longer existed. Houdini, however, remained calm. He opened the window, looked at the bell, and pulled out a handkerchief. From it, he produced a pristine white silk cloth and then magically pulled out a rope. The audience applauded at this small trick, but it was clear this wasn't the main act. He invited the princess to help him pull the rope, and to everyone's shock, the bell rang out across the Kremlin. The royal family was stunned, as if hearing the call of their ancestors, and they all knelt in reverence. Even Rasputin couldn't figure out how it was done. But as everyone knows, magic is an illusion. The truth was, when Houdini first collected the wishes, he had already swapped the slips. No matter what was drawn, the wish would always be to ring the bell. His request for the queen to translate was merely to make the performance more convincing. As for the bell ringing, it was all thanks to his partner, who had positioned himself in a building across the way with a silenced sniper rifle. When the princess pulled the rope, he fired a shot, causing the bell to ring.